never be a memory.
And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. Back like we ain't never left, baby. Day number 95 of quarantine. Actually, I have no idea if it's day number 95. But how's everybody doing? How we living? How you feeling? I took a trip to Porto Bedroom not that long ago, and tomorrow I plan on going on Las Backyard and seeing how that works out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's been quite exhilarating these last couple days. But as you know, I've brought you, I want to say maybe 2 videos about what was going on with Yang and the Asian community. The first was some of his comments on Asians being attacked from all over. And then I brought you a video about sort of the backlash he had received. And I just want to thank everyone for dropping their opinions in the comment section and letting me know how they felt about it, because holy shit, if you look at it, if you go into the comment sections of that last video, everybody's perspective was unique. And that just goes to show we all have different walks of life and we all go through different things. And it really changes our perspective on how things are in this world. And that just showed in the comment section. And literally, I read every single one of them. But every comment that was dropped in that comment section for that video up to this point, I've read. And that even opened up my eyes even more. Because shit, this was a big issue to me. And I think from what I've seen, almost all of you agree. And look, there even then there's still some people that, are done with Yang that I've seen. So everyone's perspective is unique, and I appreciate everyone dropping how they felt about it in the comment section. I really do. And so if you remember in that video, I specifically asked, I said, it would be dope if Yang could, revisit this or comment on it again. Maybe he misspoke. I was just playing devil's advocate. And look, he did revisit the subject and he made another comment on it, or he spoke on it. I don't want to say this is his final assertion, but the matter was brought to his attention and he did speak on it. And this seems relatively new. So I believe the person, it's on CNN, and I believe the person that's interviewing him is Ana Cabrera. And she doesn't bite her tongue, and she does ask him, the questions about what he said and that the Washington Post put out and what have you. So look, we're going to watch this video and watch his response, and then we'll come back.
The op-ed you wrote for the Washington Post a couple of days ago, it was a call to action directed mainly at Asian Americans in this country. And I want to read a line from it, and I want to know what moved you to write this, because something happened to you, and these are your words. We Asian Americans need to embrace and show our Americanness in ways we never have before. We need to step up, help our neighbors, donate gear, vote, wear red, white, and blue, volunteer, fund aid organizations, and do everything in our power to accelerate the end of this crisis. Demonstrate that we are part of the solution. We are not the virus, but we can be part of the cure. What happened to you that you felt the need to write that, and why direct that at Asian Americans?
Well, my family and I have been in our houses most of the time, like many Americans, but at a grocery store, for the first time in years, even decades, I actually felt self-conscious and even a little bit ashamed of who I am, of being Asian American, on the basis of dirty looks or accusatory glances from people in the grocery store who are shopping for essentials the same way we were. And that's really just a shadow of it, Anna, because you have hundreds of Asian Americans reporting assaults, worse, a stabbing in Texas. The use of the crisis text line has surged 160% for Asian Americans over the last number of days. We all know that the racial animosity towards Asian Americans is higher than it's ever been in my life right now because this virus is devastating so many lives and communities. And we have to do everything we can to show that we can be part of moving our country through this crisis. My organization, Humanity Forward, has already donated $1.2 million directly to working families in the Bronx and around the country. And we all need to do much, much more, Asian Americans and all Americans.
I know you've received some criticism for your message. What do you say to someone who argues American identity should not be something you have to earn or prove?
This is a crisis that we all need to use as a call to action to come together and do everything we can. And that's not just Asian Americans, it's all Americans. But certainly, I think Asian Americans right now, unfortunately, have been put in the crosshairs in a way that is again, new to me in my lifetime, in my experience. And so this is a really challenging time, but it also, to me, can be a time when we demonstrate that we can again be part of the solution and put to bed any notion that somehow we have anything to do with this virus.
So, I mean, that's how he feels about it, and maybe that's cleared things up for some of you. Maybe that hasn't. Maybe it's had the opposite effect. Either way, Yang has come out and spoken on it, and I was really hoping he would. I was really hoping he would amidst all the backlash from the different communities. I was really hoping he would come out and say something, and he has. And I would imagine for the time being, this is going to be it. Unless he's asked again in another interview or something. But as far as on his Twitter goes and as far as social media goes, I haven't seen him speak on it. And this is probably it. At least for the time being. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know what you guys think of his response. You know, good job, Anna, for even bringing it up. Because they could have easily, closed their eyes to it and been like, what are you talking about? Yang didn't say anything. What are you talking about, Yang? What? So, yeah. I just thought I'd bring that up. And I'm really eager to see your responses to his response in the video. It's interesting because on the side of the video, they have the total cases of, coronavirus, 1,260,104 cases, almost 70,000 deaths, and that's globally. In the U.S., 331,000 and almost 10,000 deaths. So this thing is moving, man. This is serious. This is serious shit. And I was saying it was serious shit from the beginning, and people really wanted to take it as a joke. It was like I was, speaking a foreign language or something.
Omelette de fromage.
But whatever the case, I hope this passes soon because this is interesting. This is tough. It makes you start to miss the little things. You know what I mean? And on a side story that I have, I must be living in the Twilight Zone. I gotta be living in the Twilight Zone because I happened to be scrolling through Twitter today. And none other than Alyssa Milano was on my feed. And she was donating to Humanity Forward. Interesting. Very interesting. I'd say I'm a bit kerfuddled. Like I snuck that word in there, kerfuddled. So, I want to say some months ago, I did a video, and I'm not going to delve too deep into it because it's water under a bridge. It's dust under a rug. And it was about me debunking situations that might have happened with Yang's in his campaign. I debunked that. The video was almost an hour long. I put a lot of research into it. And one small factor of that video was Alyssa Milano had sort of cut ties with Yang and distanced herself. And, if that's the route she wanted to take, whatevs, even though it was debunked and all it took was a little bit of research, if you want to split ways and go, that's fine. So Alyssa Milano has kind of been under heat recently because she sort of embraced Joe Biden. She's really been going Biden hard. Now, if you look at Joe Biden, I've talked about it. I have at least 4 videos talking about it. Joe Biden has sexual assault allegations against him. And this is a serious thing. And those allegations aside, Joe Biden has a history of making women feel really uncomfortable, being handsy. He doesn't have any etiquette as far as personal space goes. That's me being as polite as possible. But it seems to be something with women. I don't ever see this happen with men. It's only women that I see this issue with personal space that he has. So, weird track record he's got. And then these allegations that have come up against him. And Alyssa Milano has still embraced him. She's embraced him and have been attacking Bernie Sanders supporters. Now, I know the Yang Gang is quite all right with Bernie Sanders supporters being attacked. I know that's not going to ruffle your feathers. It's probably not going to grind your gears. But I will say in this instance, they have a point. You dipped from Andrew Yang because of something that might have happened that wasn't even nearly as egregious as what's being pointed at Joe Biden, and you dipped quick. But now that Biden has these allegations, you're completely fine. And so Sanders supporters are calling you the fuck out, as they should. But what's weird to me is, after she dipped, now suddenly she's cool with Yang again? Shaggy? Now, look, I know Yang is humanity forward. I know Yang is humanity first. And whatever differences they might have had have probably been squashed. And it doesn't need to be public knowledge that it's been squashed. I mean, we're just spectators in this game that we call life. And we don't have to know every single thing that's going on at the moment. And again, the allegations weren't actually against Yang himself, but against people within the campaign. So it's quite, possible that her and Yang remained cool this whole time, but it just came off as really weird. And I had to delve in the comment section of the tweet because I really wanted to see how people reacted to this, because I know I wasn't the only one that was a bit kerfuddled. See what I did there? I used it again. It's the word of the motherfucking day. And it was split. It was split. There was some Yang Gang in there that were like, we appreciate that. We appreciate you, etc., etc. Humanity first. And then there was some Yang Gang in there that was like, yeah, this is cool. I appreciate what you're doing, but I'm not going to forget what you did. I'm not going to forget you dipping on us and pretty much making it seem like Yang and his campaign were freaking horrendous people. Like that. Like, pfft. So it's very, very split in the comment section. And I'm okay with that because even I'm kind of split on it because I'm just very confused by it. So I come to you guys again. What do you think of Alyssa Milano giving the humanity forward? Do you think, her and Yang are cool? Do you think, this is sort of, all for publicity? What do you think of her embracing Joe Biden during this accusational period, but then having dipped from, Yang and the Yang Gang for something that was absolutely absurd. I'm very interested on your thoughts about it. Yeah, I can say I'm not a Alyssa Milano fan. She seems to be all over the place politically, and sort of goes where the wind blows. That's just my take on it. That's just what I've seen. And it's so incredibly interesting. Like, again, I know Yang Gang isn't for Sanders, or majority of Yang Gang isn't for Sanders, a small pocket, but like, yeah, she's been like, from what I've seen, like she don't like Sanders supporters. She goes hard on them, but in this one small circumstance, I think they're correct. I gotta agree with them 100%. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that to you. Very curious. It caught my attention. And so yeah, main part of the video I really wanted you guys to hear was Yang commenting on, sort of the backlash he got. And let me know if his reaction or him commenting on the backlash he's gotten has changed your perspective at all. Has that changed the way you viewed what he said in his original op-ed at all? Or no, or do you just still feel the same? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys have not done so already, please add me on Twitter at TheRealBCereus. You see the insignia above. Add me on Instagram at TheRealBCereus. Trying to get my follower count up. And yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it for today. Not a crazy long video. I will have more content for you tomorrow. I just want everyone to stay safe, stay indoors if you can. And hopefully this thing blows over soon enough. So if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo link in the description below. Please feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.